I'm Mel,
And I'm Andrea.
and we've been asking ourselves, WTF? Where's the fun?
So, welcome to our podcast for heart led business leaders, entrepreneurs, and CEOs ready for more. More impact, more wealth, more joy, and more magic, all while having even more fun than ever before.
As co-founders of FunX, we believe that life and business is way more fulfilling when you're following the fun.
So, we're flipping the script on success, giving you permission to create from a whole new paradigm where you can have a lasting impact while nurturing your well-being and having a freaking blast along the way.
So join us each week for engaging solo episodes
and real conversations with experts who are embodying this new paradigm of leadership, spiritual wealth, business growth, and of course, fun.
If you're ready to reignite your spark, make bold moves, and lead from a whole new energy,
let's jump in and have some fun.
Welcome back to WTF. Where's the fun? I'm Mel.
And I'm Andrea.
And today we're going to do a bit of a catch-up episode on everything that's been going on for both of us.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of months in like the best way.
Yeah.
So grateful for it. I don't think I could have more gratitude for it. I probably could, but very grateful. And what I was thinking that we could chat about today, because one, I'm personally excited to talk about this with you because we haven't actually debriefed it yet. And it was about a text message that I received from you earlier this week. And you said, how did it go? It was like, I'm having fun working again, or I'm having fun at work again.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, that's awesome, celebrating you.
Mhm.
And then probably like 2 hours later, I text you and be like, I'm having fun working again too. So why don't we unpack that a little bit more? Because I'm curious, what does that mean for you?
Well, I think it goes back to the fact I think I'm doing things a lot more in my own personal values. And certain thing I know we've talked about this previously in episodes, but I'm a manifesting generator. I like biz buzzing. I like being super busy. It's fun to me. And part of that for me was going outside the house again. So if you haven't been updated, I recently opened my painting company up in Muskoka again. I'm back on sites with a whole bunch of trades, and I love that. I think the thing is when you're on a site where there's other trades and like I'm a people person. Like I like seeing people and talking to people fills my cup. So the fact that every day I'm doing it again, I'm talking to like the electricians and I'm talking to the framers and the homeowners, and it's like a co-creation. You help each other. I don't know. I like the energy around it. It also could be the contractors that I'm working with are just great people. The homeowners are usually great people. And I don't know. It's just really filling my cup up.
And I think that's awesome. And I think it's cool too because you've also been like extremely busy.
Holy Hannah, I don't think I've ever been this busy in business. Like it's 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 the wild, wild west in Muskoka right now. Like it's nuts how busy trades are.
From like a wife standpoint, I think we talked about this months before. I think one of your fears going back into paint
Yeah.
specifically was that you were scared that you didn't want to disappoint me and almost like feel like you were leaving me at home.
Yeah.
And I remember one of my fears was back when you used to have your painting company, I think you were just coming at it from a different energy. So you were, I think the stress was maybe the word. Because you were
Yeah.
stressed, then when you would come home,
I'd carry it home with me.
exactly. So I was a little nervous that that was going to be kind of the case going forward. But we also both knew like that wasn't going to.
So then what's it been like for you having me gone all day every day and not and like right now I'm just to keep up with demand. Right now I am working 6 days a week by choice just so I can stay on schedule with what I need to get done. So what's that been like for you then?
Honestly, It's been refreshing, but, like, it's like, I don't know,
Oh, okay. I'll go away more often.
but I think it's because you're happy and I want to support you in what makes you happy.
Yeah.
But I think it also gives me permission to do what I'm doing. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm also in a very busy season right now too.
Thank God you're in a busy season and I'm in a busy season because I feel like we can both understand each other more and we both just know like right now we say no to certain things and right now we're both like very goal oriented, very much like it's a busy season for us. It's heads down right now and get it done.
I think that's probably the best way to say it. It's heads down, but from a different energy.
Yeah.
And I think why I find it refreshing that you're doing it this way, and I think I'm just doing it from a different energy too, is that I truly do feel like we have appreciation, gratitude, and genuine enthusiasm for what we're doing. So then when we're together, it's like we actually are energized, and I feel like we're having more, I think, quality time when we are together.
Today's episode of WTF Where's the Fun is sponsored by The Fun Experience, a curated mastermind for established business owners, entrepreneurs, and CEOs ready for more. More magic, more joy, more wealth, and more fun than ever before. So if you're ready for a peer-to-peer mastermind that's helping you to embody more leadership, more impact, and make bold moves, The Fun Experience is where it's at.
I also think like when we're together, like when I come home, you're like sometimes you're still working or that you need to do stuff in the evening still and I'm like, what can I do to help you right now? Like what would make your life a lot easier right now? I think that's something we never did in the past when I had my paint company down south. It wasn't like and it this whole journey the last few months it has been through a different energy. I think it's because like, you've done speaking before. You're coming at it from a different energy. I've done my paint company before. I'm coming from a different energy. I think the reason why we can come from a different energy is because we have done these things before and we've also taken step back and reflected on them before. And we're just doing it a different way.
Yeah, I think so too. So what would you say top 3 reasons for why things are more fun for you right now?
Okay, I think uh a big one is I love making money and I'm not gonna be sorry about that. And the last like month, I've made more money than I have in a while. And it's exciting to me. It also makes me feel like, okay, like this was the right decision for me. And I think another thing that's really making it fun is so I've created a little painting community up here with other painters. They just happen to be female and all three of us we own our own companies, all three of us, but we all came together and we said, let's not compete against each other. And instead what we should do is we should help each other. So it has been working out really well. Um, when one of us has a big job, we all kind of if we can fit time in our schedules, we'll go and help them on that job. And it's just, we're getting subbed out by each other. And it's so much fun. Like, because they own their own companies, you know that like they're not new. They know how to be on sites. They know how to talk to homeowners. They know how to talk to trades. Like, you can count on them if they're there. And it's like, there's so much communication between all of us. And it's like, okay, I know um, in like 3 weeks, I have a massive build coming up. Like, do you guys think you'd be able to help me for the first phase of the build? And like, they're like, yeah, like, we'll just make sure we have that in our schedules. Like, it's been really like having that little community. There's only 3 of us, but just having them in like their corner is really helpful. And up here, it's so different. There's things that you didn't have to do down south that they do up here. And so like I'm learning. That's been really fun too. And another thing is for me, it's going outside the house and it's locking in jobs, it's quoting, being around people, like just talking to people. I love all the moving parts that go on that then everything comes together in the end. So that's really cool too. Yeah. What's been fun for you?
I was wondering if you're going to ask. So Mel and I has this fun game, really not all that fun, where I ask her a question and then
And I'm like, tra la la la.
ask me the question now. And then she sometimes does. So what was the question?
What are like the 3 things that are making it fun for you?
Okay. One is I love bringing out the best in myself. Like that has always been like,
Yeah.
I remember when I was 10 years old and I would go to bed and I'd be like, I don't want to be anyone else. I just want to be me, but I want to bring out the best version of me. And I feel like when I'm putting my energy towards like being the best version of myself, that lights me up, even when it's challenging. Like the things that I'm doing right now aren't necessarily like
No.
rainbows and butterflies fun, but it's like I feel like I get to bring out the best in myself and to play at a high level. So, or at least take the steps to play at the level I want to play. So that's fun. Another thing that's been fun too is I haven't been just sitting at my desk working. If I sit at my desk for too long, it's not good for anybody. It's like my energy goes down. I get into my head a lot. And what I have been finding is I've had basically a step goal for how much I'm going to move. And it's actually been really fun being able to do it. It's actually been a little challenging, like how am I going to actually walk this much? And it's not even that much. It's like I think on average right now I'm aiming for about 8,000 steps. But my habit before was so
Yeah.
sanitary, like just because I was so used to sitting in front of the computer and I don't necessarily have to do that all day, every day. So the habit of moving and doing things to prioritize myself
Yeah.
has been fun. And then what else is making this? Honestly, I'm with you. Like, I feel like I have such a great team
Yeah.
of people who are supporting me, who I'm getting to co-create with. As you were sharing yours with your kind of your paint crew, or your
My-
paint collab,
My gals.
I was actually thinking that that was one of the differences between when we were doing stuff before versus now.
Yeah.
Is we're very much doing it alone.
Both of us. Yeah.
Even though we weren't doing it alone, like we had mentors, but we kind of were.
You're still doing the work alone. And now we're both not. Now you have a team surrounded around you that support you in a way that I could never support you, which I think is just fucking great.
Yeah, and it's fun, and then you get to celebrate.
Yes.
I also think no matter where you are in your journey, sometimes you have to start. Like I also think we almost had to kind of start
Yeah. That way.
that way. You learn, and then you can expand.
Yeah.
But I think that that's something that's definitely been fun. I think another component that is important for all this is because it's fun doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
And what I think makes it also fun is we've been way more disciplined. We've been way more willing to get out of our comfort zone, to take action. Honestly, before, I feel like I don't know that we were lazy, but we definitely weren't
I don't know what it was.
aligned, maybe. So I feel like now it could also just be like we're spring. We
Yeah.
had to be more aligned. Like now's the time, divine timing. I don't know. But I feel like we're actually disciplining ourselves and we're doing.
Which is also challenging. Like it's like eating healthy, going to bed early. Like that's challenging yourself too. Like
Yeah.
it's easy to eat shitty and stay up late or sleep in. And it's hard sometimes to get up in the morning and get going, but like that's discipline. That's how you make those big moves along the way, is by having that kind of discipline.
Yeah, and I think honestly that's part of it. And I think you almost get to choose your version of fun. It's like,
Yeah.
what's fun for us could be different for what's fun for you. So what's fun for me, playing at my highest potential, like bringing out the best in myself,
Yeah.
moving my body, prioritizing my joy.
I think that comes with age too. Like what's fun for me going into our 40th year, 5 years ago would not have been something that would have been fun for me. Like right now, like going in this, like you just turned 40, I'm turning 40 in July, and like it's fit 40s for us. Like, and that's fun for me. I feel so much better. I've lost 11 pounds of fat, which I think had to happen in order for me to have fun in my work right now.
Yeah. I think that's Maybe.
I didn't want to be the fat lesbian on the site.
So I know my belief on this, but do you feel like then there's a correlation between fun and doing what's best for your heart?
Yeah.
Or a different way of saying that is like, what's the difference between pleasure and fun?
I don't know what the difference is.
Because I think in a sense that me and you were too in our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be supported.
Yeah.
It was almost like, and not even consciously, like we're still driven people and we were still working. I would say we weren't necessarily doing the actual work that would move us forward for what we wanted to do. But I do think that there's a correlation between that balance of supporting and challenging yourself for what's best for you. And that is also fun.
Yep. 100%.
Okay. So what if somebody's listening and they're like, this is great. How does this actually apply to me?
I think the funnest thing you can do is like do things in your values. Honestly, I'm doing so many more things in my values. And like if you had to do what I'm doing, first of all, you hate painting, but being on sites and talking to everyone, I think would just drain you. It wouldn't give you as much energy as it gives me. So like, I think like the first thing is like understanding what like lights you up. It could be micro things that actually light you up.
Ooh, like what? What did you do to the site?
Who?
Janet's.
Oh, I brought a little cute, super fetch kind of coffee maker. It makes 1 cup of coffee at a time. And it was kind of cooler in there. The furnace wasn't really on, but I would go early to the site. And then by like 11, I was like, oh, I really just, what would make this more fun for me was a little micro coffee maker. And I could make another coffee at 11. And that made the day that much more exciting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a micro action. So what is a micro action or like a mini decision that you can choose to infuse into your day? So I think that's one. I think on another side of it, it can be a perspective or like how you look at things. Something that I've been really conscious in trying to do is like, just like, how can I be grateful for this? It's like, I get to bring enthusiasm to this. And that's something that I've been really saying in the morning. It's like, I'm going to bring enthusiasm to my workout. I'm going to bring enthusiasm to my day. And it's like, and I'm not really doing anything all that fun traditionally since I'm in the process of memorizing my new keynote. Yeah. So what that really looks like is me sitting and doing the repetitive thing
over and over
and over and over again to the point where you're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I am so grateful that I get to do this.
Yeah.
So I think adding in the perspective of like, ooh, okay, yes, this is like do the things now so that you can also benefit. So on stage, I can really land and hit that. So it's a little micro choice or decision. Mm-hmm. It's some perspective that I think we can also bring. So like, what's a perspective that you could bring? Like, how can you be grateful or like really have enthusiasm or appreciation for what it is you're doing? And then
how can you infuse a little bit more like joy? A teeny tiny joy. Like a little coffee at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe I don't know, the challenge is the right way to say it, but it's almost like, let's see how good it can get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. So play in that energy. Let us know what is your thing that you're going to either infuse into your day or that you're going to see how good it can get. Like, I want to hear those stories. It'd be cool if even like in a couple weeks from now, we could come back and be like, this happened.
Yes.
We let it get back.
Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. Woo. Thanks for listening to WTF. Where's the fun?
We're Andrea and Mel, and we're so excited to be on this journey with you to see how fun it can get.
If today's episode brought a little bit more fun into your world, be sure to subscribe, share with a friend, and leave us a review.
And remember, life and business is so much better when you're following the fun. So let's have some fun.